This is No Agenda.
One word at a time.
Yeah, but it flows pretty well. I think
seems to, unless you pick up on the fact that she's talking to one word at a time, like she's talking to a 4-year-old. Well, so I don't think of her as a good speaker. I disagree with you.
Well, here's she had a speech at a university, and it's all about internet freedom. Freedom! We got to have internet freedom. Because, of course, it's very interesting for her to come out and say, we need internet freedom because she wasn't too happy about WikiLeaks slamming her. But, of course, we need to disrupt everything and keep those oil prices high. We need the internet freedom. And how dare these evil people in other countries cut down internet access. Of course, it's happening here right under our very noses, and we're just oblivious to it. We think we're all free. So I picked up on something which I needed to follow up on, and I did. This is from her speech. You can watch the whole thing, which I advise you do because there's a lot of little nuggets in here, which is kind of interesting. She denounces in this as well. She actually uses the denounce, no denunciation. But this is the piece that there's a little ditty in here which I picked up on. I want to see if you can find this, John.
Finding this proper measure for the internet.
I apologize. Apparently it's only one channel, but you'll be able to hear it.
Internet is critical because the qualities that make the internet a force for unprecedented progress, its openness, its leveling effect, its reach and speed, also enable wrongdoing on an unprecedented scale. Terrorist and extremist groups use the internet to recruit members and plot and carry out attacks. Human traffickers use the internet to find and lure new victims into modern-day slavery. Child pornographers use the internet to exploit children.
Notice she says child pornographers. Child pornographers. Not pedophiles, child pornographers. That was interesting.
Hackers break into financial institutions, cell phone networks, and personal email accounts. So we need successful strategies for combating these threats and more without constricting the openness that is the Internet's greatest attribute. The United States is aggressively tracking and deterring criminals and terrorists online. We are investing in our nation's cybersecurity, both to prevent cyber incidents and to lessen their impact. We are cooperating with other countries to fight transnational crime in cyberspace. The United States government invests in helping other nations build their own law enforcement capacity. We have also ratified the Budapest Cybercrime Convention, which sets out the steps countries must take to ensure that the Internet is not misused by criminals and terrorists while still protecting the liberties of our own citizens.
So that's the one that I caught. She says, we have also ratified the Budapest Convention on Cybercrime.
Yeah.
Which means if we ratify something...
By the way, she speaks one word at a time. I don't see how you get this good speaker out of that. I mean, it's hard to listen to her for too long.
Okay, John, it was a bullshit transition just to get to Clinton. Do you care? Can you just get to the Budapest Convention for a second?
Yes, I do care.
The Budapest Convention on Cybercrime. Have you ever heard of this?
No, never.
Okay, well, when she says we have ratified that, which apparently we have,
yeah,
which means I guess it's a treaty and we now adhere to it. It's the law of the land.
Exactly.
Yeah, so this treaty actually is restricting freedom of speech.
Oh.
Yes, very, very interesting. So you can, this on Wiki.
That kind of belies what she just said and went on and on about.
This is my entire point. So I've pulled this up, and there's a couple of things. It's about making racist and xenophobic motivated insults.
Politically correct.
Exactly. Insulting publicly. Insulting, mind you. Insulting publicly. Well, let me read the Article 5 properly. Each party, that's mean each country that has signed this, which includes the United States of Europe, shall adopt such legislative and other measures as may be necessary to establish as criminal offenses under its domestic law when committed intentionally and without right the following conduct: insulting publicly through a computer system persons for the reason that they belong to a group distinguished by race, color, descent, or national or ethnic origin, as well as religion, if used as a pretext for any of these factors, a group of persons which is distinguished by any of these characteristics.
No Jewish jokes.
Yeah, or Muslim jokes.
No jokes.
But this all here, Article 6, also forbidden. Denial, gross minimization.
All right, you win.
Gross minimization? This is crazy. I mean,
you win. This is the topic of the day that is just a mind boggler.